Good day, sir. Good day, everyone. So we'll have to discuss or report the article 2.0 to 2.10, the chapter 2, wiring and protection. And my partner is Ricky Continuas. So article 2.0, use and identification of grounded conductors. So article 2.0.1.1, the article provides requirements for the following. So first, identification of terminals. And second, grounded conductors in premises wiring systems. Third, identification of grounded conductors. So article 2.0.1.3, connection of the grounded system. Premises wiring shall not be electrically connected to a supply system unless the latter contains for the grounded conductors of the interior system. Corresponding conductors is the grounded. For the purpose of this section, electrically connected shall mean connected so as so be capable of carrying current, distinguished from a connection through electromagnetic induction. So article 2.0.1.6, means of identifying grounded conductors. So letter A, size of 14 mm squared or smaller, and insulated grounded conductors of 14 mm squared or smaller shall be identified by a continuous white or gray outer finish or by 3 continuous white stripes on the other hand green insulation along the entire length. Wires that have their outer covering finish to show a white or gray color but have colored tracer threads in the bead identifying the source of manufacture shall be considered as meeting provisions of a section. Insulated grounded conductors shall be permitted to be identified as follows. So first, the grounded conductors of the mineral insulation metal sheeted cable shall be identified at the time of installation by distinctive marking of a terminations. So second, a single conductor sunlight resistant outdoor rated cable use grounded conductors in a photovoltaic power systems of permitted by article 6.90.4.1 shall be identified at the time of installation by distinctive white marking at all terminations. And the third is fixtures wire shall be comply with the requirements of grounded conductors identified as specified in 4.2.1.8. So the fourth is for aerial cable, the identification shall be as above or by means of a ridge located in the interior of the cable of identify it. So B, size larger than 14 mm squared and insulated grounded conductors larger than 14 mm squared shall be identified by one of the following means. So first, by continuous white or gray outer finish and the second is by 3 continuous white stripes along its entire length other than green insulations. Third is at the time of installations by the distinctive white or gray marking at its termination. This shall be encircle the conductors in insulation. So letter C, flexible cords. So flexible cords in insulation conductor are intended for use. Grounded conductors were contained within a flexible cord shall be identified by a white or gray outer finish by methods permitted by article 4.0.2.3. So letter D, grounded conductors of different systems. So where grounded conductors of the different systems are installed in the same raceways cable, box, auxiliary gutter, or the type of enclosure, each grounded conductor shall be identified by system identification that distinguishes each system. Grounded conductor shall be permitted one following means. So first, one system grounded conductor shall have an outer covering conforming to article 2.0.1.6a or 2.0.1.6b. So the second is the grounded conductors of the system shall have a different of covering conforming to article 2.0.1.6a or 2.0.1.6b or by an outer covering of white or gray with a readily distinguishable colored stripes other than green running along the installation. So third is other different means of identification as follows. So article 2.0.1.6a or 2.0.1.6b will distinguish its system grounded conductors. This means identification shall have permanently posted at each branch circuit panel board. So letter E, grounded conductors of multi-conductors cables. The insulation grounded conductors of a multi-conductor cable shall be identified by a continuous white or gray outer finish by the 3 continuous white stripes or other than grain insulation along the entire length. Multi-conductor of cable 22 mm squared or larger shall be permitted of employ external ridge or grounded conductor. And Article 2.0.1.7 use the insulation of a white or gray color or white 3 continuous white stripes. So the following shall be used: only the grounded circuit conductors unless the otherwise permitted in Article 2.0.1.7b on C. So first, a conductor with a continuous white or gray covering. Second, a conductor with 3 continuous white stripes on the other than green insulation. So third, a marking of white or gray color the termination. B, circuits or less of 50 volts and a conductor of gray color by insulation of 3 continuous white stripes and having marking of white, gray or termination of a circuit less than 50 volts shall required be grounded only or required 2.50.2.1a. So circuits of the 50 volts or more. So Article 2.0.1.9 means identification of terminals. So the identification of terminals to the grounded conductors is to be connected shall be substantially white of color. Of the identification of the terminal shall be readily distinguishable different color. So Article 2.0.1.10 identification of terminals. So device terminals. All devices including panel boards provided the terminals of attachment of conductors and intended for connection of more on one side of circuit shall be terminals properly marked for identification unless the electrical connection of a terminal intended to be connected to a grounded conductors is clearly evident. So receptacles, plugs and connectors. So receptacles, polarized attachment plugs and cord connectors as for plugs and polarized plugs shall be a terminal intended of connection to grounded conductors identified as follows. So first, identification shall be by metal or metal coating that is substantially white or color by a word of the letter W located adjacent to the identified terminals. So second, if the terminal is not visible, the conductor in trans all connection to the colored white or marked word with the letter W. So letter C, screw shells. Letter D, screw shell device with lids. Letter E, appliances. So Article 2.0.1.11 polarity of connections. No grounded conductor shall be attached to any terminal of leads so as a reserve of the designated polarity. So Article 2.10 branch circuits. So Article 2.10.1.1. So this article covers branch circuits except for a branch circuit, the supply of motor loads which are covered into Article 4.30. Provisions of the Article 4.30 apply the branch circuits with combination loads. So other articles of specific purpose branch circuits shall be comply with article of also with the applicable provisions of other articles of code. So provision of branch circuits supplying equipment listed of table 2.10.1.2 amend of the supplement of the provisions of article and shall apply to branch circuits therein. So 2.10.1.3 rating. So 2.10.1.4 multi-wire ground circuits. So A, general. B, device of equipment. C, line-to-line neutral loads. Multi-wire branch circuits shall supply only line to neutral loads. So Article 2.10.1.5 identification for branch circuits. So grounded conductors. The grounded conductors of the branch circuit shall be identified accordance with Article 2.0.1.6. Then B. Equipment grounding conductors. The equipment grounding conductors shall be identified accordance to Article 2.50.6.10. So C. Ungrounded conductors, where the premises wiring system of a circuit supplied from the more of the nominal voltage system, each ungrounded conductors of a branch circuit will accessible shall identified by system. The means of identification shall be permitted to be a separate of color marking tape, tagging or other improved means, or shall be permanently posted at each branch circuit's panel board or similar branch circuit distributed equipment. So Article 2.10.1.6 branch circuit voltage limitation. The normal voltage of the circuits shall exceed the values of permitted of Article 2.10.1.6a and point E. So branch circuit voltage limitations. Occupancy limitation. 230 volts between conductors, 277 volts to ground, 600 volts between conductors, over 600 volts between conductors. And Article 2.10.1.7 branch circuits receptacle requirements. So A. Receptacle outlet location, multiple branch circuits. And Article 2.10.1.8 ground fault circuit interrupter protection for personnel. So A. Dwelling units. B. Other than dwelling units. C. Boat hoist. And Article 2.10.1.9 circuits derived from auto transformers. Branch circuits shall be derived from the auto transformer unless the circuit supplied has a grounded conductors that is electrically connected to the grounded conductors of a system supplied to auto transformer. Article 2.10.1.10 Ungrounded conductors step from grounded systems. So 2 wires DC circuits and AC circuits of 2 or more ungrounded conductors shall be permitted to be tapped from ungrounded conductors of circuits that have a grounded neutral conductor. So switching device and each tap circuit shall have a pole in each ungrounded conductors. All poles of multiple switching device shall manually switch together where such switching devices also such disconnecting means are required by the following. So first, Article 4.10.8.2 for double pole switch lamp holders. So second, Article 4.10.10 2b for electric discharge lamp auxiliary equipment switching device. So third is Article 4.22.3.2b for an appliance. So 4 is 4.24.3.2 for a fixed electric space heating unit. So fifth is 4.30.7.5 for motor controller, and the sixth is Article 4.30.9.3 for a motor. So Article 2.10.1.11 branch circuits requires branch circuits for lighting and for appliances including motor operated appliances shall be provided to supply loads calculated in accordance of Article 2.20.2.1. In addition, branch circuits shall be provided for specific loads of not covered by Article 2.20.2.1 were required elsewhere is a code of the dwelling unit loads of specific in Article 2.10.1.11c. So number of branch circuits. Letter B, load evenly proportioned among branch circuits. Letter C, dwelling units. And Article 2.10.1.12 are arc fault circuit interrupter protection. So A, the definition. So arc fault circuit interrupter So letter B, dwelling unit bedrooms. So letter Article 2.10.1.8. So guest rooms and guest suites. So guest rooms and guest suites that are provided with permanent provisions for cooking skills have brand circuits and outlets installed to meet the rules of dwelling units. So,
Article 2.10.2 Branch circuit ratings. 2.10.2.1 Conductors minimum ampacity and size. A. Branch circuit not more than 60 volts. Number 1. General branch circuit conductors shall have an ampacity not less than the maximum load to serve, where a branch circuit supplies continuous loads or any combination of continuous and non-continuous loads. The minimum branch circuit conductor size before the application of any adjustment or correction factor shall have an allowable ampacity not less than the non-continuous load plus 125% of the continuous load. Number 2. Multi-outlet branch circuit conductors of branch circuit supplying more than one receptacle for cord and plug connected portable load shall have an ampacity of not less than the rating of the branch circuit. Number 3. Household ranges and cooking appliances branch circuit conductor supplying household ranges, wall-mounted ovens, counter mount, counter-mounted cooking units, and other household cooking appliances shall have an ampacity not less than rating of the branch circuit, not less than the maximum load to be served for ranges of 8 8.34 kilowatt or more. Rating minimum branch circuit rating shall be 40 amperes. Number 4. Other loads. Branch circuit conductors that supply loads other than those specified in 2.10.1.2 and the other than cooking appliances as covered in 2.10.2.1 shall have an ampacity sufficient for the load served and shall not be smaller than 2.0 millimeter. A. Lamp holder will connected to a branch circuit having a rating in excess of 20 amperes. Lamp holder shall be of the heavy duty type. A heavy duty lamp holder shall have a rating of the not less than 660 watts if the a medium type, or not less than 750 watts if any other type. B. Receptacles. A single receptacles on an individual branch circuit. A single receptacle installed on an individual branch circuit shall have an ampere rating not less than the branch circuit. Total cord and plug connected load were connected to be a branch circuit supplying two or more receptacle or outlet, not supply a total cord and plug connected load in excess of the maximum specified in table 2.10.2.3. Number 3. Receptacle ratings were connected to a branch circuit supplying two or more receptacles or outlets. Receptacle rating shall conform to the values listed in the table 2.10.2.3, or when larger than 50 amperes, the receptacle rating shall not be less than the branch circuit rating. So 4. Range receptacle rating. The ampere rating of the range receptacle shall be permitted to be based on a single range demand load as is specified on table 2.20 so 2.10 to 2.5. Permeable loads in no case shall be load exceed the branch circuit ampere rating. An individual branch circuit shall be permitted to supply any load for which it is rated. A branch circuit supplying two or more outlets or receptacles shall supply on the loads specified according to its size as specified in 2.10.2.5 through and as summarized in 2.10 and 2.6. So 2.10 to 2.3 requires outlet. So 2.10 to 2.3 general receptacle outlet shall be installed as specified 2.10 to 3. 2.3 through to 2.10, 3.14. So cord pendants, a cord connector that is supplied by a permanently connected and pendant shall be considered a receivable outlet. Cord connection, a receivable outlet shall be installed wherever flexible cords were attachment plugs are used where flexible cords and are permitted to be permanently connected. Receivable shall be permitted to be omitted for such cords. So appliance receivable outlets installed in a dwelling unit for specific appliances such as laundry equipment shall be installed within 1,800 millimeter of the intended location of the appliances. So general provision in every kitchen, family room, dining room, living room, parlor, library, den, sunroom, bedroom, recreation room or similar room area of dwelling units. Receivable outlet shall be installed in accordance with the general proviso. So small appliances. Receivable outlets serve in the kitchen, pantry, breakfast room, dining room or similar area of a dwelling unit. The two or more 20 ampere small appliances branch circuit required by 2.10 to 1.11 shall serve wall and floor receivable outlets covered by 2.3 2.10 to 3.3. All all countertop outlets covered by 2.10 to 3.3 and receivable outlets or refrigerator equipment. Countertops in kitchen and dining room of dwelling units. Receivable outlets for counter species shall be installed in accordance with 2.10 to 3.3 through receivable outlet location. Receivable outlet shall be located above but not more than 500 above than. So but bathroom in dwelling units, at least one receivable outlet shall be installed in a bathroom within 900 millimeter of the outside edge of each basin. So outdoor outlets for a one family dwelling and each unit of the two family dwelling that is at grade level, at least one receivable outlet accessible at grade level not more than 2000 millimeter above grade shall be installed at the front and back of the dwelling. So laundry areas in dwelling units, at least one receivable outlet shall be installed for the laundry. So basement and garage for one family dwelling, at least one receivable outlet in addition to any provided for laundry. Equipment shall be installed in a basement and each attached range and each detached garage with electric power. So so 2.10 to 3.11 guest room or guest suite. A general guest room or guest suite in hotels, motels and similar occupant occupant size shall have receivable outside installed in accordance with 2.10 to 3.3 and 2.10 to 3.3. Guest rooms or guest suite provided with permanent provision for cooking shall have receivable outlets installed in accordance with all of the applicable rules. So in applying the provision of the total number of receivable outlets shall be not less than the minimum number that would comply with the provision of that section. The receivable outlet shall be permitted to be located conveniently for permanent commutator layout. At least two receivable outlets shall be readily accessible. Receivable replacement in applying the provision of 2.10 to 3.3. The total number of receivable outlets shall be not be less than the minimum number that would comply with the provision of that section. These receivable outlets shall be permitted to be located conveniently for permanent furniture layout. At least two receptacle outlets shall be readily accessible. Where receptacles are installed behind the bed, receptacles shall be located to prevent the bed from contacting an attachment plug that may be installed, or receptacle shall be provided with suitable guard. So 2.10 to 3.13 show windows. At least one receptacle outlet shall be installed directly above a show windows for each 360 linear millimeter or major fraction theory of show window are measured horizontally at its maximum width. So 2.10 to 3.14 heating, air conditioning and refrigeration equipment outlet. So 125 volts and 250 volts single phase 15 or 24 ampere related receivable outlet shall be installed at an accessible location for the serving of heating, air conditioning and refrigeration equipment. The receptacle shall be located on the same level and within 760 mm of the heating, air conditioning and refrigeration equipment. The receptacle outlet shall be not connected to the load side of equipment. Disconnecting means. So 2.10 to 3.21 lighting outlets. Required lighting outlet shall be installed where specified in 2.10 to 3.21. So A, dwelling units and dwelling units lighting outlets shall be installed in accordance with 2.10 to 3.21. So number 1, habitable rooms. At least one wall which controlled lighting outlet shall be installed in every habitable room and bathroom. Number 2, additional outlet shall be installed in accordance with A2 and A2C. Then A, at least one wheel which controlled lighting outlet shall be installed in hallways, stairways, attached garage and detached garage with electric power. B, for dwelling units, attached garage and detached garage with electric power, at least one wall which controlled lighting outlet shall be installed to provide illumination on the exterior side of outdoor entrance or exit with grade level access. A vehicle door in a garage shall not be considered as an outdoor entrance or exit. C, where one or more lighting outlets are installed for interior stairway, there shall be wall switch in each floor level and where one or more lighting outlets are installed for interior stairways, there shall be a wall switch at each floor level and landing level that includes an entryway to control the lighting outlets. Where the stairway between floor levels has 6 rises or more. Number 3, storage or equipment space for attics, underfloor space, utility room and basement. At least one lighting outlet containing a switch or controlled by a wall switch shall be installed where this space are used for storage or contain equipment requiring services. At least one point of control shall be at the usual point of entry to this space. The lightning outlet shall be provided at or near the equipment requirement services. B. Guest room or guest suites. In hotels, motel or similar occupancies, guest rooms or guest suites shall have at least one wall switch control lightning outlet installed in every habitable room and bathroom. So C. Other than dwelling units, for attics and underfloor spaces containing equipment requiring servicing such as heating, air conditioning and refrigerating equipment, at least one lighting outlet containing a switch or controlled by a wall switch shall be installed. Such space, at least one point of control shall be at usual point of entry to this space. The lightning outlet shall be provided at or near equipment requiring services. That's all. Thank you.